Hello, everyone. How you doing out there? It is Joe and Darren with Urban Hillsides Real Estate with another thrilling edition of Real Estate Reality. How you doing, Darren?
Well, you don't seem thrilled, Joe.
I am thrilled. I am. We've got some good news for people. I know it's a little headliney, a little grabby, but rates dropped, and that's something to get happy about.
It
May
is.
not be
Yes.
as dropping as we'd like, but it's any bit of good news can trigger other good news, right? Let's hope for that. So.
Sure.
Well, look, guys, we are going to speed through this. We are going to talk about a subject Darren pointed out about rates dropping significantly from at least over the last 2 weeks. And then we're going to do our solds, we're going to do our actives, and we're going to look at the local market, that being for us, Northeast Los Angeles. We do other parts of the area that's Los Angeles, but in particular, we're going to focus in on Northeast Los Angeles for those interested. I guess, Darren, we should start off with let's do that famous disclaimer. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's do that. All right, guys. And Darren, to apologize ahead of time and for some of our audience, I am working on a different browser because I was having problems with Chrome. So let's see how this all works. I'm already getting some challenges here. I'll see a screen. Select window screen. Allow. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. There you go. Allow screen. Screen. Bear with. Oh wow, all sorts of stuff here. Hold on, guys. See your screen. Yes, screen 2. Allow. Always something new to learn, man. Gee whiz. All right. Okay. Disclaimer. Can you hear that?
No.
All right. Let's try one other thing. Stop the screen. Present. I could not. Let's see. Bit.
Maybe you can read it one more time, Joe. I miss hearing you read it, man.
The old fashioned is always good. I agree. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Well, I'll try one more time, then I'll read it. Can't hear it, huh?
Nope.
So strange. All right. Well, I learned something already. All right. So let me do this real quick. Got to stay legal, as my wife says. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Avenue 8. Under the Urban Hillsides brand, all opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Avenue 8. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillsides team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. Okay, there we go. Let's move on now. We're going to, I guess, God, it kind of segues into everything. But before we do that, I guess we need to talk about our newest listing. Darren, do you want to talk about it and I'll bring it up?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we went online yesterday for a development site in Echo Park on a corner of Alessandro and Fargo. It's a 16,000 square foot lot, zoned R2. It's an exciting space. It's been heavily underdeveloped for a long time. So it's exciting that, one day in the near future, there will be probably at least 6 to 8 units there to be occupied, sold, if not more, depending on what a developer chooses to do with this site. It is right across the street from the freeway, but there are so many sites that are built in that proximity to freeway, and it is a freeway on ramp, and it's a slow section of the freeway. At least you absolutely get no freeway noise.
Yeah,
in that location.
Well, it's funny you say that because I found the decibel level. I think the record, just to give some comparison, I think a Who concert was like 120 or 140 decibels, and that was a record at that time. I'm sure it's gotten bigger. This is 64 decibels. So yeah, you're right about that. It's not as bad, even though it's by the freeway. And very nice lot, very buildable. So we'll see how it goes. If you're interested, we do have an offer memorandum on urbanhillsides.com, and you can check it out yourself. But that's the newest thing. And I was going through community here, kind of interesting. So the estimated population, 28,839, median age of the area, 40.5. So we're definitely old. Occupancy, 41% own, 52% rent. And blue collar is around 11%. White collar is around 90%. 99%.
That's not right. I question that stat. All the other ones make sense to me.
You think that's too high?
It's way too high. Maybe
well,
that's more likely who's moving in. That ratio would make sense. But
yeah.
You've got a lot of the old communities too.
And very walkable, it looks like. 79 is the score they got out of 100. So
right.
Anyway, cool. All right. So there you go. That's our newest listing. I guess let's move on to Mortgage News Daily and talk about your observation that rates have dropped. So let's see here. I will pull up mortgage rates quickly down to 2-week lows. So I'll go ahead and read this real quick. After hitting the highest levels in several months last Friday, mortgage rates have fallen fairly quickly in the new week. As bond markets improved this afternoon, many lenders were able to make midday adjustments. That brought the average top-tier 30-year fixed rate down to the lowest level since Thursday, May 18th. Not quite 2 weeks, but close enough. The credit for the rate reversal is multifaceted. The move began in Europe, where friendly inflation data added to an even sharper drop in rates. As is often the case, European rate momentum has an effect on U.S. rate momentum. Traders are also feeling more confident about reentering the market for U.S. Treasuries, the foundation of interest rates in the U.S., as the debt ceiling debate progresses. And that was signed off on last night, right, I believe?
By the House, yeah.
Yeah. If there's one important takeaway, however, it's that the next big move for rates remains up for debate. Upcoming economic reports will set the tone for the Fed meeting in 2 weeks. Several Fed officials commented that they were thinking about, quote, skipping a rate hike at the upcoming meeting. Others have recently said they would like to hike again. Both sides of the debate may change their minds by June 14th, depending on the data. The Fed doesn't directly set mortgage rates, but when a Fed rate hike is hotly debated, the Fed's decision can have a bigger impact than normal. Moreover, the market will be trying to adjust to what it perceives as the Fed's likely course of action based on the outcome of economic reports between now and then. The only surefire bet is for more volatility. It has just happened to be friendly volatility so far this week. So.
That sounds like a little bit of an oxymoron to me, friendly volatility, but I guess it is a reality.
Yeah.
Gosh. So yeah, that's my comment. We're closer to some stability. We talked about this last week. Predictability is a plus and has long-lasting positive effects. It's the volatility that creates the struggle, the highs and lows. Gosh, just seems like our world every day gets more and more volatile. But maybe it's just the information they're delivering to us on a consistent basis that exacerbates the perception of volatility. But then it becomes reality because perception is reality. So I looked at it, rates come down because we're moving towards stability and a potential stopping of increases in the Fed funds rate and a sign off on the debt ceiling, which I don't think was dead when they wrote this, but yes, House has approved, Senate is expected to, and certainly the president will sign it.
Right.
So that should be wrapped up. If we continue this trend, we may be in, mid to low sixes within another week or two. If we get another hike or something else spikes, we'll see where that goes. But it was nice to see it turn the corner and come back down. 7 was really scary.
Well, yeah, and what I was worried about, because we set this subject up yesterday, I was like, oh, what happened today? And
right.
The trend continues. So yesterday we were at 7.14, I believe. So we are at 6.85, according to Mortgage News Daily, their survey. Hopefully it's doing better. And you can see here the daily survey here. Yeah, it continued dropping today. Overall good news. We'll see what happens in the next couple weeks.
Right. Look at all those up arrows. Gosh, on that chart. Look how long it was moving up for weeks. But you can recoup all of that in days if there's if stability is expected. So certainly the stock market is responding like there's some stability in the near future, which has been moving up decently.
Yep. Well, there it is. Just to recap, so 30-year fixed as of today, 6.85. 15-year fixed, 6.23. 30-year jumbo, 6.63. 5/1 ARM, 6.88. 30-year FHA, 6.5. And 30-year VA, 6.51. Now, we just had an Ontario listing, and we got a ton of offers. A good number were FHAs. And would you say, I looked at a couple of those rates. Some of those rates were actually pretty darn good, better than the 6.5 that I'm seeing. Is that true?
Well, their rates aren't locked until they get into escrow. I'll start with that. Yeah. I think Mortgage News Daily there are rates that are better than what they are posting. This is an average nationally.
Right, nationally.
It just seems okay for us to evaluate it from this perspective without a specific lender twist or perception. So, yes, I think the rates are better. They're usually an eighth to even a quarter better than what they're advertising.
Yeah. Okay, and then you see there Thursday's rate trend. This is based on mortgage-backed securities are significantly stronger so far today. This strong upward movement in MBS should result in lower mortgages or mortgage rates for today. So,
yeah, and we're seeing at least on a few of our recent listings, certainly activity, and could be the price points, it could be the rate shift, but the market's still in this very small pockets of movement. There's conversations about volatility. It's going to fall apart. It's going to go up still. And it does both. We have movements where it's strong and then it backs off. So I think we may be coming off a little bit of a pullback, but we might be moving into some activity again.
Nice. Okay. So that is about how rates have dropped somewhat. And we'll see what the next couple weeks brings, at least right until that June 14th Fed announcement. All right, we will move on. We already went over the rates, so that's good. That's off the list. Let's move on to the local market. Let me look that up here. And let's see. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Here we go. Oh, well, no, that's not it. Hold on. We're going to last 7 days. Week ending. Mixing everything up here. Um, is this it? There it is. Okay. So, Darren, when I looked at this, just a couple highlights. Um, now this is for Northeast Los Angeles. So this is Silver Lake, Echo Park, Los Feliz, all the way up to Pasadena area. Eagle Rock would be our outer boundary there, Highland Park. But the days on market went up, 21 days on market. So this is, looking 30 days back approximately. So days on market have markedly gone up. We're usually talking about 2 weeks or 14 days. No, it's gone up to 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
The other thing that I noticed was the median percentage of list price is at 100. We haven't seen that in quite a while. So
List price to sale price.
yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't seen that 100%. And then the other thing, just looking overall at the 11 that sold in the last 7 days, you saw a good number of reductions. That middle ground there was also pretty nice from the buyer side. You just saw 15,000 up, 5,000 up, and only 3 that really zoomed past the list price. But again, not too crazy overall. So that was nice to see. I don't think we've had that kind of report lately. So,
yeah. And we're continuing to see, I love that you're putting those stats just stacked up there on new listings, new solds. We're continuing to see those numbers push up. A lot fewer solds than new listings.
Yeah.
Big difference this week.
Yeah. All right. Well, great. I will go ahead and move on to our solds top picks. And this is really divided, as you might know, between what we consider our buyer wins and seller wins. So let me get going here. Okay, we're going to move to, well, first we're going to get into the MLS. Let's see here. Well, thought I had this solved. Bear with. Come on, guys. Let's see. Technology, man. Just can't stand it. All right, well, we will ditch Firefox and we will go back to
Safari.
Yeah, I'm willing to go anywhere almost. I think I'm going to go back to Chrome as much as it wasn't responding. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Bear with me, guys. Let's see. Okay.
So I'll chat about the stats a little bit while you look that up, Joe.
Yeah, please.
So 14 or 11 solds and 31 actives. Last week was 14 solds, 36 actives. Week before that, 19 solds, 29 actives. So it's not a 2-to-1. This week is more than a 2-to-1. But it's a ratio that keeps increasing the inventory, which is pushing some prices down, which is why we're seeing these reductions, as many reductions as price increases. So it's definitely further balancing the market. And when we analyze these stats overall on the solds, at least, we're looking at what happened a month or two ago. So, we were feeling this on some of our listings, some of this impact, and now we're seeing it in the stats. So this has been pretty consistent. A little hope for buyers with the right properties, but we are still seeing a certain bottom threshold holding up in the neighborhoods we serve. So that's where there may be a little less hope. I don't think that bottom threshold is really broken down too much to lower numbers. That is something to keep in mind. It's more of the middle that's falling to lower positions in the middle at price points.
Right. Well, I think the MLS has actually gone south on me. Let's see here. All right. Well, here we are. So let me go ahead and go to 1968 Avon Street. Let's see if I can find this. This was a really interesting one. So this listed at $1,895,000. It landed at $2,043,100. A difference of $148,100. Increase, 108% of list price, and took 8 days on the market. So talk to me about this one, man. Do you remember this one way back?
Oh, this is around the corner from me, not far at all.
Yeah.
I've walked by this house. I've seen it in disrepair for well over a decade.
Yeah.
Shown it with multiple people as it's been listed multiple times. There were squatters on one of the properties for a very long time.
Yeah.
That created massive limitations on this
Look
property
at it now.
being completed. Now you have two houses that people can live in. So good for them to finally get it done, remove the squatters, and create more housing. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful spot. It's a street-to-street lot. You're going from Avon almost up to Park Drive. Park Drive is premium Echo Park. So yeah, it looks wonderful.
Yeah.
The
notes I had on this one were, took 69 days total on market, but flip, well done, separate homes, duplex, separate entrances. Such a mess before. In 2020, though, they paid $720K for this.
Yeah.
So good on them. Okay, next one we're going to move to is 221 North Avenue 49. Get out of here.
Hey, Joe, can you could just go to your links from the email?
No, it's not a
That's
link.
where I'm at.
Oh, you're saying go back. I'm just scared that the it's not going to work.
I mean, it's working on my end.
Yeah.
So,
okay. Well, I'm just going to stick with what I know at this point.
All right.
So here we are, 221 North Avenue 49. This listed at $938,000, and it landed $1,078,000 for a $140,000 increase, 115% of list price, and nice, cute little house.
Super charming. The river rock is always
right?
appealing. It's got enough original finishes inside. The natural wood exterior, open floor plan. It all works, man. This one got where it got because of the emotional appeal, the elevation. So you have the views and the outdoor yard work. It's worth investing in outdoor space if it creates nice destinations, and you get a return for it.
Yeah, my notes here were classic Highland Park craftsman, modernized. What else? Small square feet, right? It's like 714 square feet.
Mhm.
But yeah, private, good outdoor space. And the other thing, if it matters, it's you can see it in this picture. It's near the metro.
Sure. The most important thing in small spaces is
Mm,
flow. It's flow. And
mm-hmm,
that's always important to me in every house, but
mm-hmm.
it's critical. One of the hardest things to explain to sellers, I mean, sellers already have a bias of their perception of their own home,
Yeah.
but when you in a small space, if you can borrow space from other rooms, if you can borrow outdoor space to make an indoor space feel bigger,
Mm-hmm.
that's based on windows and light and wall placements, and do you get into cramped corners as you navigate the house, or so collectively this house did all that well, and you got outside, so it went up in price no matter how small it was.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to 1313 Wood Terrace. This listed at 995,000, landed at $1,120,800, a $125,800 increase above list. 113% is that percentage. 31 days on the market. Two bedroom, one bath, 936 square feet. Not a big place, but let's check it out. So this is a cute little pocket, right? Wood Terrace.
Yeah, I think the location is good and the curb appeal is good.
Yeah,
The inside is not exciting at all.
right.
Um, Sorry, Mr. Buyer, but I'm sure you can improve it if you want to, or you're happy with it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
Um, but the real appeal here is location and
yeah.
curb appeal.
Full on, man. Yeah. I mean, the notes I put, pretty similar. I put poorly staged, looks like no work done. Maybe as a rental. I don't know. But small house, small lot. Yeah, great area. And then you've got condos looking over you. But when I see something like this, I always think, and you know what I'm going to say, what what did they leave on the table by not prepping it,
Yeah.
by not making it look as good as it could be? Um, Still a very decent price, but yeah, what if, right?
Yeah,
That's what we're
and
always asking.
and absolutely don't know. Yeah, it's not like we can go back 3 months and put it on the market again and get a one-to-one comparison.
Right,
So
right,
sometimes we wish we could, though. Yes.
right. Oh, and again, I'm adapting as I go here. I haven't been listing the agents, but congrats to the agents. This is listed by David Robles, and on the buy side, Susie Brown. So congrats to them. All right. Finally, we're going to go to what we think are buyer wins. This was an interesting one, Darren. This is 2239 and a half Briar Avenue. This started at 1,145,000. It landed at 1,067,500. Oh boy, what is this? Hold
Oh,
on.
this is a TIC.
Yeah, it's just a weird one. Briar. Let's see if it even comes up.
Yeah, because Breyer also sold. They sold them simultaneously. I remember them saying that they had to do that.
Uh-huh.
So we've sold ourselves a duplex, a two on a lot.
Oh, there it is.
And it's very interesting. I don't think we've mentioned this for a while. So,
Mm,
if you own a duplex, well, they don't even have to be detached, but I think detached is an ideal scenario. You
yep.
can then sell the units separately. And one of the limitations in completing that sale is if you have a lien on the property. Let's say you're selling the two units for $1 million each, but you have
Mm,
a $1.2 million loan. Well, all you have to do, as they've done here on this sale, is say, fine, I can list them both. They have to close simultaneously. It's the only way we can
mm,
close. So if somebody comes in and they're interested, okay, great. You have to wait until I sell the other one and we can close them both at the same time, pay off their loan, then take their profits.
got it.
I think we'll continue to see more of this,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
people are selling multiple units, and certainly some are more conducive to do this than others, and detached are the more conducive ones
Yeah.
to do it.
Well, it sold 1,067,500. That's a $77,500 reduction 93% of the list price. And yeah, 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,188 square feet. Let me roll through here. It looks like it took 21 days on the market, but let's check it out. At first, I thought it was a small lot when I quickly looked at it.
Sure.
It's kind of got that feel. But yeah, brand new construction. But yeah, I mean, why did this sell for what it was? I mean, I put TIC, looks like a small lot, clean, new, good area. It's in the backyard of a house. So in the front is the house.
Yeah.
Do you think that kind of hobbled it a little bit? I don't know.
Well, the front house, which also sold, is in this batch as well. So for 1.27, I mean, we had an appointment yesterday that I think that's going to be a next conversation. But look, this duplex sold for $2,300,000.
Wow. Wow.
I know. If you listed this as a duplex, however amazing these two structures are, you would not get anywhere near $2,300,000.
No.
Nowhere near that price in this market today with a duplex. TIC, those of you who are selling and have multiple units, particularly
that's a really good point about yesterday's meeting. You're right, man. Wow. Wow. Okay, I like that a lot. Okay, well, congrats to Tracy Doe on the listing, along with Hannah Asboy, and on the buy side, Britta Kleingartner. So congrats to all there. Okay. Let's then move on to, bear with, 1819 Yosemite Drive. This is Eagle Rock, I believe. Let's see.
Yeah.
Last one was Silver Lake. Here we are in Eagle Rock. So 1819 Yosemite Drive, $1,598,000 was the list. Sold for $1,508,000 for a $90,000 reduction, 94% of the list price. 62 days on the market it took. And, hold on. 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,437 square feet total. Again, Eagle Rock. And this is 2 homes on a lot. Or, well, 1 home and an ADU, really.
Yeah.
There's the ADU.
Yeah, I think, not overly exciting. Maybe a little dated by today's trends. The gray flooring is not really in style anymore.
Yeah.
The staging isn't quite matching Northeast appeal, but it's a lot of square footage for that price point. Yosemite is a semi-busy street. That is a negative, but it's a nice neighborhood with access to a lot of great things.
Yeah, some of the notes I made were house plus ADU. Oh, yeah, here we go. Across from Park and Rec Center. Busy street, like you said. And I just put, ugly, kind of sterile flip. And I think maybe I was reacting to those gray floors. You're right.
Yeah. And the great paint outside, it all comes together. It definitely has a cohesive style. Unfortunately, I don't think that style is
kind of
trending,
an Orange County influence.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, finally, we're going to go to 4781 Hub Street. This was an interesting one. Started at $1,250,000, landed at $1,135,000 for a reduction of $115,000. 91% of the list price. 26 days on the market. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,100 square feet, and let's take a look.
Yeah, the structure is interesting. The location, it's got views, but when it feels a little apartment-like, maybe by choice in colors, by finishes, they just kind of cheaped out on enough things that it feels kind of low end.
Look at that pink shower. How do they justify that? And all that. Well, it's funny, because when I read the description, the agent even calls it out beforehand in the remarks. He says, "Please be aware, small kitchen, small bedroom." Like he was already like kind of downselling it a bit uh, in terms of expectation. This is all about the outdoor space. So he was definitely trying to control the message a bit. But yeah, I put Home Depot flip, small, but views, right? It's
Yep.
above the
Yep.
street. It's a
Yep.
cul-de-sac. That's good. As usual, we're always looking for additional space. Could the garage be an ADU someday? Maybe, right? There's
Absolutely. Yeah.
plenty of driveway, and yeah, outdoor space. Can't argue that at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Garage conversions, the biggest one to look out for is first off, it has to be a legal garage.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely make it easier, but it has to be in I think within a half mile of public transportation. Then you can
Uh-huh.
eliminate parking from the original structure.
Yeah.
Any
And I.
ADUs you build, you don't have to add parking, but if you're taking it away, it has to
Uh-huh.
have a proximity to public transportation.
Yeah. And I think this works because I think it's near York, not too far away, and
Mhm.
also El Paso, which are major thoroughfares. So.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's my report on solds. I'll stick to it. Darren, we can move off to your actives.
Great. I got three for you.
All right.
Let's start with 1010 Coronado.
1010 Coronado. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah. Okay. So 1,695,000 is the list price. 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,240 square feet. That's very nice. Let's see what it looks like. Classic. Classic. Wow. It's a Northeast LA dream.
It's a great property. Very
Yeah.
similarly situated. When you
Mm-hmm.
get to the last photo, the front, the street view is the last photo because the house
Mm-hmm.
looks much better once you get up into it. Which is interesting. I kind of like that when something's hidden a bit, but yeah, elevated from the street, super charming,
Yeah.
lots of original stuff, lots of square footage. Definitely a desirable neighborhood. So I expect this should sell pretty fast at this square footage and bed bath count.
Is this above Sunset or below? What is it?
Oh, it's above. It's north of Sunset. Yes.
Wow.
Yep. Very close to some of the other properties we've sold.
Oh, I see it. Yeah. Got it. Well, very nice. This is brought to us by Sarah Chambliss. And then, yeah, that's it. Sarah. All right. Well,
All right.
good luck. Here we go. What's next?
3356 Isabel Drive.
Hmm. Okay. All right. So this is listed at 975,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,048 square feet of living space. Let's take a look. Well, it looks clean.
It is clean. I think this is definitely a value. At 3.2, it'll be a little small of spaces, but
Yeah. Yep.
but it's flat. It's got usable yard. It's got a detached, what looks like a 2-car garage,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it looks good to me. There's some real charm. There might be some desired changes, but I think it has a good feel overall.
Yeah, I think you're right. 975 is a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah, the staging doesn't help. Obviously, somebody's living there, but it's all good.
It shows okay. It's a lot better than a few of the other ones we were looking at today.
All right. What else do you see out there? Oh, and just to give credit where credit's due, John Masergian and Macy Lucarelli are the listing agents.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Last one, 5103 San Rafael Avenue.
Well, that's a good street for
Yeah, it's a great
lot of it.
street.
All right, 1,299,000 is list. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,478 square feet of living space. Let me get to the pretty pictures. All right. Wow.
This is way underpriced.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful property. It
Yeah.
really is. Shows really well.
Yeah.
Nice
It's got that
finishes.
industrial look. Really stands out.
Totally does. Look at that. It's gorgeous. The yard is great. They put a lot of energy into the yard. When you get to that, it's terraced.
Gosh, man, where do you think this could go? 1.8. Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
it could
interesting.
go.
Haven't seen that one. Look at that.
Right, the bike. Nice.
That's awesome. Very cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Where could it go? What do you think?
Oh, I do think it could go. I mean, look, I think there's going to be a limitation on where things can go these days.
Sure.
But it could easily move into the upper $1 million range.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No
It's listed
garage.
at 1,299. I think it could go at the 1.6. It could go up 300K in my opinion.
Wow. Well, super cool. This is brought to us by Jessica Romero. So congrats to her on this listing.
Yeah, just saying we hadn't seen her name in a while.
Yeah, there she pops up. So
Yep.
Congrats to her.
Cool, man.
All right. Anything else there?
No, that's it.
You're good. Okay. Well, gosh, man, I think in pretty good record time we got through that. Everybody, thanks for your patience with the browser issue. And I hope you learned something today. Darren, is there anything as a parting shot we need to talk about?
Continue to watch the rates. See if they continue to trend down. That will be impactful to the market. So we'll be reporting on that next week.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, take care. Have a great week. We'll see you next Thursday, 2 p.m. If you like what we're doing, please follow us, like us, all those great things that help us gain a couple more audience members. And that is it. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.